All right, everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Do You Know Ball podcast. Okay, on this first episode, I am your host, Coach Ron, and without further ado, let me introduce my first guest. This young man is very charismatic and intelligent. He walks by faith and sets a great example for what a role model should look like on and off the field. He is very young and dedicated to not only the game of football, but also the game of life. And it's just a plus that he so happens to be my brother. Let's give it up for Coach Grandberry.
One more game.
One more game.
One more game. All the doubters. Guess what? Everybody gonna say Bears gonna win this and that. But guess what? It's for the who? For the who? Hey, bro. When we going this motherfucker over the break, we working. We working, right?
We working.
The job almost finished. We working, bro. Soon we get in this break. Oh man, they can sit down, they can chill. Hey, we working, all right? Hard work be what? Hard work be what?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, how you feeling, Coach?
Man, blessed, nigga, blessed.
So, tell the people about yourself. Introduce yourself.
I am the head coach for the Sherwood Middle School. I played in Melrose High. Graduated out of 2022. Went to Lane my freshman year. I went to Lane college. Supposed to went to Kentucky Western, but chose Lane. Supposed to went to Benton University. After my dad passed, I decided to start just coaching and stay in the city.
Yeah. So tell the world a little about your sports background and what it means to you to be able to coach at a school that you done set records at and broke records at.
It feels good to come back in my hood, Orange Mound. Feel good to coach where I used to play at, where I played with the record-breaking touchdown man, Jermaine Dotson, with 53 touchdowns. It just feels good to coach back at Sherwood. I know I got a lot of history with playing football. My family, the Grandberries, everybody knows us in the city for playing ball. So me coming back to coach for Sherwood, it feels real good.
Yeah. So I heard that you got a coaching staff with you, all y'all some young boys,
Yeah.
Tell me about the coaching staff. I know y'all young, and explain to me if there was any adversity you faced just because of the age difference y'all had.
Only advantage the coaches that we coached against, only advantage that they did have was experience, We fresh out of school, my whole coach staff. My youngest person on the staff probably was, 19, probably 20. Only thing they have an advantage on us is the experience in coaching the game. I mean, just because you can play the game don't mean you can coach it.
Right.
So us going into the season, we probably had like 5 kids that actually played ball. Mm-hmm. So we had to do a lot of coaching. A lot of people don't know the background with us. We doing the coaching with people just having talent on the field. When you got a lot of talent, you can tell them actually just go out there, especially on the middle school level.
Right.
But us having only like 5 kids that actually play football, it was like we had to really, really coach. Like, people don't know that. People think we just was based off talent. Nah. Like, our best player, probably one of our best players, I say Troy was our best player. But D Black, he never played football.
Right.
And Havenview game, Sherwood never beat Havenview, but he was the reason why we beat Havenview. He caught 2 clutch passes down the field. Our quarterback never played quarterback. He was the center for his little league team with our amazing quarterback coach, Charles Grandberry. He came in there, we worked him out, this and that, turned him into a quarterback. So we had really the least talent that any middle school team had in Tennessee.
Facts. And
we just went out there and just coached them niggas up to the point we made them believe in themselves. They're just like if you have a person that don't have no common sense, and you tell them you the smartest man in the world and make them believe in it. Or you the most athletic person and make them believe in it. Once we get on the field, him not having common sense, he not thinking about that. He thinking of, okay, I believe myself. I can do this, do that, do this, do that. He ain't thinking about nothing else. And that's how we had to do with this team that we had here.
Facts. So, knowing how the season went and knowing that we got to the city championship with Sherwood, give us a rundown of the ups and downs of the previous season and what did you learn from it that you could take to the next season?
With this previous season, let me go back to my first year coaching. This will be year 3 in 2026. In 2024, my first year head coaching, I had probably the most talent in Memphis when it came to middle school football. I was overly loaded. We had Quintavious Bourne, Elijah Gibson. We had Jacavius Thompson. We had Cameron Brooks. We had Quavious Bourne. We had a lot of talent. We had Sean Armstrong, our quarterback that came back. We had a lot of talent. Even on the front line, we had Josiah. We even had a person, he used to box. He was like, 300 pounds? Big Isom. We had a lot of talent, but the thing was, they was not disciplined and coachable or consistent. And I preached that a lot. With that season, 2024, they wasn't as coachable, disciplined, consistent, so we didn't make it to the playoffs. We lost a team we didn't supposed to lose to. We lost to teams that was nowhere near better than us. And we ended the season with like a 4-3 record when we should have ended undefeated. So going into the next season, this season that just passed, I had realized, okay, as me being a young coach, they close to my age, so I gotta buckle down.
Right.
I can't have them thinking, okay, coach my friend, this and that. And plus I had to bring a staff with me that I can trust that's gonna ride right along with me. So what I had to do is go get a staff that I know was gonna ride with me and buckle down on my staff and on my kids. So like I always tell my coach, and you know this, my coaches, if you don't like how I'm running my system, you can leave.
Yep.
And I had to tell the coaches that, the players that, y'all don't like how I'm running my system, leave. We gon' coach and you gon' play. We don't need no questions, none of that. So the difference between this season and last season, what I'm gonna take to the next season is, like I tell all my players, we're gonna be disciplined, coachable, consistent, and we're gonna keep God first. And that's what I'm gonna take every season I coach. And I feel like if we do that, we're gonna win every time. Every time. And that's 50% right there. So once that 50% completed, guess what? The next 50% is gonna be us coaches and players being dog. 50 plus 50, that's 100%. You do that, bro, you're gonna make the state, bro. Every time.
So this past season, like you said, we made history. Played Havenview, never beat them before then. Had Bellevue on the schedule. We had some pretty tough games that we had to run into. Mm-hmm. How do you prepare for those big games, and how important is it to install that killer instinct in the group of kids that you have with you going to battle?
Be honest with yourself. Us coaches are gonna have to be honest with ourselves. I know if, okay, you got a kid that's related to you or whatever, you want him to play, but we gotta be honest with ourselves. Okay, we're going against a matchup. We don't have to take the best with the best to go into some games like Bellevue and Haverford with a powerhouse team like that. You're gonna have to be honest with yourself. Another thing is the way you practice, like everybody say, practice made perfect. It doesn't. Practice is actually to prepare for a game. So us going into the game with powerhouse teams like that, man, I feel like, man, don't over prepare. Do you, bro? Do you? Don't over prepare. Don't never over prepare. Once you over prepare, you're gonna overthink. So preparing for big games, bro, we going there calm as day, bro. We believe in ourselves. Like I said before, bro, you believe in yourself, bro, you can do it, bro. You know what you practice on. You do them 4 things, consistent, discipline, coaching, keeping God first, bro. You go into any game and defeat anybody, bro.
Right, so I know Sherwood, we based in the mound. A lot of people don't provide a lot of stuff for us. We have to do it on our own. And I know being the head coach, it falls back on you more than anybody else. And a lot of the kids that we have from the mound don't have those substances or have those people that can rely on and call on too if they need help. So how important is it to you that you have a relationship outside of football with the kids?
You building a personal relationship with your kids is the best thing going, actually. Cause you never know. Like in our hood, bro, in Orange Mountain, bro, a lot of these kids don't eat every day. Right. A lot of these kids ain't getting the proper mindset from a adult or man's aspect. Like some folks don't even live with their dad. Some of these kids don't even, most of these kids don't even live with their dad. So they ain't got no man in their life, and this come up to us like, okay, I'm looking at coach. Like a lot of my kids call me pops. Like they looking at us as they man aspect. Like
right.
We the man in their life, so that's how I feel about that, bro. Like, we gotta step up and be the man in a lot of these kids' life in the mound. Cause they ain't got no father figure, they ain't got no man figure to show them how to live and how to do this, how to do that. They getting on their own most times. So,
yeah, and I remember them principles that you said you stand on, being disciplined, being coachable, keeping God first, being consistent. What does that mean to you, and what does that look like?
Okay, let's break it down right here. Being coachable is when the coach tell you, son, this and that, you gonna take that construction criticism and fall back and be like, okay, coach telling me do this and do that. I'm not gonna talk back and say, but this, but that. No, you're not being coached, you're not listening. Being disciplined is when I tell you something the first time, just do it, bro. Just do it. Even when you come into the game, if we've been practicing on 2, you know this team going 2. I'm not gonna keep jumping outside. You're not disciplined, bro. You jumping outside for what, bro? We've been practicing this the whole time. So whatever we practice, bro, take it into the game. Being consistent is coming to practice every day, working hard every day. When we come to practice, you're not half-assing one day, and then Tuesday I want to do this. Wednesday I'm half-assing. Thursday I want to go hard. Now we got a game Friday. Now you see why you half-assing and half-playing in the game. Keeping God first is everything we do. When we leave practice, guess what we do? We're going to pray. Before we start practice, what we're going to do? We're going to pray. Before we start a game, what we're going to do? Pray. After we lose or win, what we're going to do? Keep God first. Because once we pray, what we say? I'll pray, go to who?
God.
Keep him first every time. When you're down, when you're up, who you going to call on? God. Every time.
Right. So I know you said you've been coaching for like 3 years. So if there was anything you could tell your past self from the previous season based on what you learned, what would it be?
It's a lot of things, bro. I had to learn. A lot of things I had to learn, bro. I had to learn not to go into the game when we playing a big time team nervous and overthinking. Just do me. Kids wise, these kids is not your friends, they're your players. So you gotta buckle down on them a little bit more harder than you do, even though they close to our age or whatever, but we gotta buckle down. Point blank period. We gonna laugh, we gonna joke, but at a time period we gotta make them understand, bro. When we at practice and doing this net, I'm coach, you gonna shut up, you gonna listen. You gonna be coachable. Be a dog, bro. Like, don't bag down to nobody. I don't care how big they name is. Just like Bellevue and Havenview. Our first year, we didn't beat them. But like I told myself, bro, Havenview will never beat me again, bro. And I don't feel like Bellevue will beat me again either. This was my first year playing them. But I feel like with my coaching style, with us coaching, bro, we could take over the city, bro.
Right. So coming off a season like we just had this past year, what can we expect for next season?
Same thing, but once we go in for this championship game next year, it's gonna be a whole different story, bro. Like we always tell a nigga, bro, fear the wood, bro. Fear the wood, bro. It ain't gonna do nothing but get better and better and better and better. I don't care what type of group of kids I get, guess what? I'm gonna coach them up to be their best and make them believe in themselves. They feel like they can run through a damn wall.
Right. So, as you know, the title of the podcast is Do You Know Ball? Now it's time for the speed round. This is a speed round and a variety of football questions that only familiar athletes should know. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer all the questions. And if you want to skip and come back to a question, you can. The clock starts now. What does NFL stand for?
Skip.
What are the corners' job in cover 2?
National Football League, bro.
Okay, what are the corners' job in cover 2?
Flat.
How many men are allowed on the field?
11.
How many downs do you have to get 10 yards?
How many down?
Yes.
4.
Who won the last Super Bowl?
Ooh, Eagle.
This player came out of retirement and won the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers.
Tom.
No.
Antonio Brown.
No.
Pass.
This is the last question. This player came out of retirement and won the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. Who is it? 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh no.
1. Okay, he got majority of the questions. He only missed one. The answer to the last question was Rob Gronkowski.
Sure did, bro. I'm tripping.
Okay. I'm blessed, highly favored to have you as a guest on my first episode of the You Should Know or Do You Know Ball podcast. Through the season, I will be back around. We gon' check in with y'all and everything. Anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Man, Fear the Wood, bro.
Fear the Wood.
Fear the Wood, bro.
All right, this is an honor, man. Appreciate you.